Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you some really cute holiday packaging so that if you want to make something creative, if you like to make your own caramel corn, your own popcorn, your own fudge or whatever, you can use this easy idea and create it yourself. The awesome thing about that is I am going to be giving away this fantastic stamp set, which is called Your Snow Wonderful. Get it? Snow, ha ha ha. Anyway, so we're going to be giving this away. So if you wanted to create this exact creation, you could do it if you're a winner. So make sure you're a subscriber to our YouTube channel and to our blog/email list, and that you can find at our website at www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com or www.acjwm.com. So if you are a subscriber to both, I check every week to make sure that you're on both, and if you are, you will be put in to win one of the prizes. We have prizes every week, so make sure that you subscribe. If you do, you could be a winner. So that sounds like fun, right? All you gotta do is do that. Pretty simple. So with that, I'm going to show you this cool little creation I've got. It's super duper simple, and I don't know if you have young kids or a whole bunch of friends, like a bunco group or something that you might want to do multiple gifts for, but this cute little tag, we're going to show you how to make it. It's really simple, and we're just using a simple cellophane bag right here, and we're giving away some pencils for this in this specific creation. So it's pretty simple. It's not too difficult, and as you know, I like to do it fast, simple, clean, and that way we have more time to spend with our family and our loved ones, which are usually our family, loved ones, same thing. But we have family that are like family, and we have family that are actually blood relatives, and we have people that we love. So I'm encompassing all of that. So with that, let's get started. I'm going to show you what you're going to need. You are going to need, of course, the You Are Snow Wonderful stamp set. This is a Creative Journey with Melissa exclusive. And it's really cool because you can build your own little snowman and snow woman and snow kid. So if you look here, that's a snow woman, that's a snowman, and that's a snow kid. It could be either boy or girl. And we have some birds you can create. You can create a little puppy dog. We've got some Christmas trees, pine trees, and we also have some snowballs, some little snowflakes. There's a whole bunch of really cool things you can do with this set. It's pretty neat, pretty versatile. And it's awesome for making tags too. I have a few videos with this using the making tags with it, and it's pretty cool. So with that, we're also going to be using our chameleon pens, and we have these guys. These are the guys that we're going to be using right here. So you want to get those out. And then we have our awesome little liner. Now, I'm going to show you two different ways to create this. You have a detail pen also that comes in your full set of chameleon pens, so you can use that as well. Whoops. You're going to need a piece of paper for the topper and a piece of paper to stamp with. You're also going to need your ink. You're going to need your stamp block, of course, because we always need our stamp block, right? And then we're going to need a quarter rounder. And then we need our stapler. And we will also need our Sizzix die, and I will show you that in just a second right here. And of course you'll need the Sizzix die cut machine, and that way you can make sure that you can cut it properly. So I'm just going to scoot all this over here and put that right there. So now you can see all the stuff that you need, and we're good. So you're just going to need these simple tools. A lot of these things you may already have in your craft stash or your craft toolbox. So check it out. And you don't have to use exactly the same thing, but if you have these things, you can. Pretty cool, huh? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by making our die cut. So I'm going to put all this stuff back and scoot this stuff over. So we'll need this die right here, and we're going to take out our big shot, which is right here, and we're going to take our it's called the Note Big Top Note, okay, and that's right there. So we're going to take this And I've got some new stamping, I've got two actually, but I'm just going to use one. I've got new plates here, so we're going to be able to see better. So we just put our plate down, and then we're going to put our paper down, and we just need our paper right on top of that. We're just going to use a white piece of paper. Make sure it's lined up. We're just going to put it right down like so. And make sure it stays in place. And then we're going to put the new thing right on top, the new clear plate, and we're set. We're just rolling it through like so. And we should have our little note. Let's see what we got here. And we do. Perfect. That's all we need this for. So that's what we cut right there. Okay. So we'll set that aside. Put all the other stuff away. Don't need that other stuff anymore. And if you need to make them, say for your child has a school and you want to make a bunch of these, this is a great way to do it. You can make a bunch of them all at the same time. So that works out really well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this piece of paper right here. So all we're doing is we're going to make sure that this actually fits. So what I end up doing is I take it basically like this and I fold it in half. And we're just going to decorate the bottom half, because when we give it away as the gift, it looks like that. So we're just folding it over, okay? Like that. Now if you wanted to, you can make a really big one and fold it in half and make it look like this. There's all different kinds of ways. You can make a card out of this. There's a lot of different things you can do. So this looks like it fits fine. So I'm just going to set this aside right here. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to simply fold it in half. So I'm going to line up the edges like so. Make sure it lines up. Looks good. And I'm just going to use my finger and crease it. Make sure it's creased pretty well. Looks good. Okay, now I'm going to take out my corner rounder. I have a number of corner rounders. This is the one I tend to go to. It is a Creative Memories corner rounder. Unfortunately, they don't make them anymore. And so I do love it though. So if you have a favorite corner rounder that you have used this one and you like a different one, please let me know, because I'd be interested to hear about that. In the meantime, we're going to just take the bottom right corner, and round just the bottom right and left corner. Whee! Okay, so that's rounded like so. Okay, so we can put that aside. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what I do first to make sure that the packaging looks nice. So I'm just going to take this simple bag. I'm just going to throw a few pencils in it so you can see what it looks like with something in it like I did already. So we're just going to take these and just, whoops, I'm going to try to stick them in the bag. Just stick whatever your goodies are in the bag. And this could be for any bag. It doesn't have to be the same bag. Just any bag that you want, and it could be a small one. And obviously you have to adjust the top part for whatever you're creating. And I'm just going to take this little piece off that seals it closed. And I'm going to scoot that down. And I want to make sure that I leave enough space so that I'll be able to staple it. Okay, so right here, this is an extra amount of space so I can staple this package into here. So what we're doing is we're just going to scoot it up here and make sure we staple it. Now if you look in there, it's right about there, so that's good. I'm going to scoot these pencils down just a little. And actually, if we wanted to, we could even make it a little bit bigger. So I think I'm going to do that just for demonstration's sake. You could just barely fold it over just so it's closed. Okay, so that makes a little bit more space there. I'll show you what I mean. So you have that much space so that when you're stapling this, you have a little bit more room. And you can adjust it to however you want it to look. But you want to make sure that where you're stapling it, there's actually material. Otherwise, it's just going to fall out. How do I know that? Experience. Yes, fun times. Anyway, so you want to make sure that you put your staples there and make sure that your note right here is going to cover it, and this will work perfectly. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside for now, so we're done with that. And we're going to do the creative part. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it in half. So I'm just taking this, simply lining it up, and we're just going to fold it right in half. Line up the little tip right there. Looks good. It may not be exactly perfect, but it's pretty darn close if I do say so myself. And then we're just going to push our finger and fold it in half. Okay? So that's in half. That's what we want to do. Okay? And now that we have that done, we're going to take out our block. Okay? And we're going to take out our stamps. Now this is my set, and as you can see, it's been loved quite a bit, and I love it. That's why. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the to and the from, and this set is really neat because you can make a whole bunch of different tags, a whole bunch of different greeting cards, all kinds of fun stuff. So it's pretty neat. And then we're going to use the little snow dude right here. Okay. So now there's a whole bunch of different ways you can put stamps on blocks. It's really not that difficult. I'm not trying to make it more difficult. You could just slap it on like that. But there's a different way if you want to do it. If you want to kind of line it up and make sure that it's the way you want and it's set up the way you want, is you put it the way you want to see it. Okay, so you're actually putting it exactly how you want to see it on a stamp when it's stamped, and then you'll push your stamp block right on top, and then you'll have it the way you want. Presto, magico. So let's hope this works. Sometimes I get a little picky if you've seen my videos before, but that's okay. So we're just going to do this, and then just to make sure it lines up, we're going to use that as a guide, and I think that'll be perfect. So I'm going to check that out. Looks good. And I'm just going to push this block right on top, okay? Okay, so that's what it looks like. You can see how it's lined up. Looks good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take out our ink. And we're going to ink it. Make sure that those images and the sentiments are inked. Looks good. Okay, let's close this up. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to simply stamp it right where we think we want it. So right here looks good, and looks good to me. So we've stamped that. That looks good. Now all we have to do is we're going to pull out our chameleon pens. Okay. Now what I'm going to show you also is there's a number of different little sentiments and things that you can use for this set. Let me wipe this one off real quick. I'll put this on the side. Oops. Taking off my stamps like so. And then I'm going to utilize some of the little hands that we have. Like right here, if you look, there's arms. You can make your own arm with the little pieces there. There's smiley faces. There's all different kinds of stuff. There's hearts. There's all different kinds of really cute things you can do with it. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the hands. So we're going to use this one. And we're going to take the ink back out like so. And we're just going to simply ink it like that. And looks good for the hand or the arm. And we're going to do this one right here. Okay, looks good to me. All right. Now, I'm going to set that aside. Now, we also have a nose that you can do with orange or whatever color. It's right there. Okay, if you want to do that. I'm just going to simply take my marker and do it quickly just because I don't have my orange ink pad here, and it would be easier if I just did it this way. So I'm just going to do a real quick flick like that. And look at that. We have an orange nose. Pretty cool, huh? So we don't need the orange marker anymore. Now we're just going to color in the scarf simply, really light. Okay, that's done. And then we're going to color in the snowman just to give it a little bit of a dimension look to it. So we're going to take it and we're going to be using the blending mixture so that it makes sure it's lighter. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hold it up like this. And we're going to wait a few seconds. And then once we take it out, you'll see how much lighter it is there. See if you can get a really good look. There we go. See how much lighter it is? Now that shows you that it's working. So we're just going to make it just a little bit of color right there. Gives it a little bit of dimension for the cute little snow dude. And I'm going to do a little bit lighter again. Just a little bit. And I'll blend that in a little bit more. Now you don't have to do that. You can just leave it the way you want. Just leave it blank. It's fine. But I'm going to just add a little bit of blending there. And I think it looks good like that. You can even add a little bit of glitter, all kinds of different things to make this all snazzy and special. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to take this pen, which comes in the 22 set of chameleon pens, and this is the detail pen. I am taking the 6mm side, and I'm just going to write to Christian from Austin. So you just write the name. Those are my kids' names, by the way. Oh wow, I can actually write out the whole name. Usually it's just C and A. Anyway, so now you can also use these awesome pieces to make the buttons, to make a heart, whatever you wish. And in that you can also just use a pen as well, whichever you prefer. For time's sake, I'm just going to quickly just go boop, 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 boop. That's it. And then I'll make a cute little smiley face right here. And we're good. Show you the close-up. So when you're pressed for time, you could use the stamps and do multiples at a time, or you can use your pen as well. And you can decorate and add all different kinds of things to it. So it's a pretty cool way to do it. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take this packaging back out, and we're going to simply use our glue gun here, our ATG as they say, right here, see? And we're just going to open this up, and we're going to apply some adhesive on the inside of this. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to make sure that we're on the right side. We don't want to put the back on the front and the front on the back. I like to have the back of the staple on the back of the packaging. So we're just going to take this guy right here, fold it up a little bit, line it up into the middle, make sure it looks like it's lined up. Looks good to me. Fold it over and press. And that is it. Now this is something you can have your kids help you with. They could help you fold or cut paper or whatever you want them or whatever they are able to help with. Of course, it depends on the age that they are. So this is the little creation we have for you. So these are great gift ideas. There's a lot of different ways you can get some of these ideas, like pencils and things like that for the inside. Oriental Trading Company is a really great place to get a lot of inexpensive items like little erasers and stickers and things like that. And if you have like grandchildren, great-grandchildren, or you want to do little gift bags for each of them for the holidays, for Halloween, whichever, it works out perfectly. So I really do hope that you enjoyed this creative idea today. And just remember, if you're making some type of food or something like that, you could use this idea too for your creation. It'd be really, really fun. And I know that you making some type of food or something is already great, but just think how much even better it would be if you made your own little tag to go with it. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope you have a fantastic week. And thank you for going on a creative journey with Melissa. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.